Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Code for Tech Solutions. Today in this video we are going to cover topic like how to auto increment ID in JSON server. In that first we are going to create one Angular application. Next we will install the JSON server. Next we will create one db.json file in which we will add some records and we can start our JSON server. Next, like we can open the Postman and hit the get API and verify the response. And finally, we are going to test our put mapping using Postman. And in that, we will try to add one record and verify if the numeric ID is getting incremented by one or not. So for that, I will try with some options. And finally, I will show you what option has worked for me and hope the similar option will work for you as well. So this is the I have created one new Angular application with demo app, and I have just created that with default option, and you can see there is no JSON server added as of now. So let us install the JSON server. I can use command. First we need to go to project folder, which is the demo app in our case. Now we can install our JSON server using command npm install JSON server. This will install locally. If you want to install it globally, we can use command npm install -g and JSON server. So we can try all those options. Next, like here we can create one db.json file. Let's say this is the db.json, and here we can add some record in that. I have some data prepared here. This is the products, and here we can add these records and we can save it. Here extra comma we can remove it and we can save it. Fine. Now we can run our JSON file using command npm JSON server -- watch, and this is the db.json. Fine. So you can see it is running fine, and this is the get API which is working for us. We can copy it and we can test in our Postman through get API. We can see it is showing all the records. Now if you observe that this ID it has is showing as a string, even if we have passed as an integer, this ID is showing as a string. Now let us add one post method and try what will happen. Like here, this is the JSON. We can copy one record and we can copy the URL. Sorry, we can copy the URL, Control C, and here Control V. Fine. We can remove this ID because it will get automatically created by the JSON server. Now here, let us add something like instead of iPhone 15, we can say it's iPhone. Let us say Sony 12, and here we can say it's a television, and here brand it's again like Sony. Fine. And we can click on send button and verify. We can see one ID is auto created, but it is like a string ID has created, and if we see in a db.json, now this ID has changed to the string, whereas we were expecting that it should increment by 1, but which is not working. So let us try with one more option, like instead of installing it our JSON server with using this command, let us now globally install our JSON server and check what will happen. Fine. Basically this is the same version it is using, but it has changed some packages, like change this one. You can see the message. Now let us run the JSON. Let us go to our db.json file, and here we can modify it like we can remove this last entry which is a string, and here we can modify it, and this is the, we can make it numeric, the id in db.json file. This is the fine. So what we have done, we have just removed a string id and just this is the numeric now, because we want to check whether it is getting incremented by 1 or not. Now what change we have made, we have installed it globally. Now we will start, we can save this db.json file, it will treat it as a new. Now here we can start our JSON server. Fine, let us check what will happen by calling the get method. Yes, it is giving, but it is still showing the string id, and here by now it is showing the integer. Now let us check by adding one entry, like same entry we can try to add. Still it is generating one string object, string id, so which is not expected for us, right? So we are expecting to create one numeric id which is an auto incremented by 1. Fine, so let us try with one more option which has worked for me. So let us delete this and we can make it again numeric like this one, and I will show you what option has worked for me, and you can try the same. And yes, fine, we can save. Now we can try with, now we have installed it using this npm install -g Json-server, and we can simply use @0 which will install the stable version. Now we can save this file. Now let us run our JSON server once again, and here we can go to our get method and let us check what will happen. Now you can see it is showing id as a numeric in get as a part of a response, get response. It is showing the numeric now, but our main problem is it should get incremented by 1 whenever we try to add a new record into the JSON server. So let us try with this one. Yes, we can see now it has incremented by 1. Earlier there were 4 records and last id was 104, and now it has incremented by 1 and it is now 105. So if you want to try with one more record, like we can try, let's say we can try Inspiron, and here we can say laptop, and this is the Dell brand. Fine, let us check now what is the what was the last entry. Now we can see this was the last entry and it has incremented 105 plus 1. This id, last id, has incremented by 1. Now it is 106. Now if we check in db.json file, same is reflecting as such. Now this numeric id is working fine and it is getting auto incremented by 1, which is the expected. So thank you so much, you can try the same option. So let me repeat the option, like I have only globally installed the stable version and run the server using this command. That's it. Thank you so much for watching this video.